So many people have read Combating Cult Mind Control and it helped them realize they were in a cult, but that's not enough to recover. So you really want to help family and friends understand so they can be a support system instead of you feeling embarrassed or ashamed or avoiding a discussion about what's happened. Because when someone gets into a cult, it traumatizes everyone that they know because they see, you've changed into a foreign person.
Is this the same person who is my brother? And the answer is no, it isn't. Where things began to go south quickly for John was when he, after his junior year at Princeton, had the offer to go do modeling in New York City that summer, and my mother emphatically didn't want him to go. He went and he did the whole modeling gig, and when he came home, that's when, my parents got the call from his roommates at Princeton. He was painting his room periwinkle blue because that was the most restive color for where the planets are right now. So the alarms went off, and I remember my mother saying, "This is really serious, we've got to do something."
That was so sad and scary because we couldn't reach you, and I was the only one that realized you were in a cult. I read everything you ever gave me on the internal values, read everything, and it didn't make sense. It was a bunch of gobbledygook.
He had good looks, he had brains, and he had lots of friends. He was not a loner or anything like that. But he fell into this trap.
One of the things people always liked about John as he was going through school was he was a nice guy. He was always affable. He always looked on the bright side of things.
He completely changed. Was very distant.
And I reach out to the family and try to explain to them that wasn't the person who left, it was the person that the cult made them into.
He didn't come home for Christmas or Thanksgiving, all these family things that he just didn't come to Nantucket. I mean, it was just completely divorced of everything family related. He missed all the weddings. He missed 10 family weddings. It was very sad.
And each one kind of thought, well, maybe he'll come to my wedding. Maybe he'll come to my wedding. And then he didn't.
Well, I begged him to come. I said, "John, it's your sister married your brother." It was devastating.
And then the worst part would be when I'd have these dreams that I would see you in these dreams like you were in prison. And I didn't know where you were, and you wanted to get out, and I couldn't get you, and that was a terrible dream. I felt so helpless. And I wanted so to help you, and I just wake up crying. That was tough.
Because this cult business is so destructive. It really undermines who a person is, and they really have to remake themselves. He's still a really nice guy, and it's a beautiful thing in a lot of ways. So the nice guy part of John is really one of his best features, but it's also something that gets him in trouble.
And I'm very grateful to God that you're out of it. I'm very grateful to God, and I thank God, and I think that prayer really made the difference in bringing you home.
I think it's good. I think it's just hard. It's hard to think about these things. It's probably good to think about these things, but it's hard.
Well, it's just a sad chapter. I mean,
the nice thing is that when he's been back in the family, he does feel like the brother that I grew up with. It's nice to see John's essential personality survived, even though there were all those years that he was in the cult where he was unrecognizable to us. And now that he is back out of the cult, as I said, still recovering. I mean, aren't we all? We're all still recovering from our own demons. But the essence of who John is survives, and that's the brother that I love. So I'm cheering for him.